So dive watches are among some of the most popular watch styles, durable, rugged and dependable. They tend to offer water resistance of 100 meters or greater and more often than not some sort of timing bezel. A feature that's not only useful for timing dives but mundane tasks like cooking eggs or timing your lunch break. Dive watches are available in many styles and forms of versatility, from recreational and casual right the way through to boardroom and formal occasions. In today's video we're going to take a look at 10 of the best dive watch considerations for £500 or less. We'll take a look at both quartz and mechanical options, starting from the cheapest and making our way up to the more expensive versatile options. For the sake of this video, we'll be looking at retail pricing and watches that are available to buy new as of February 2024. We're also going to be looking at a variety of manufacturers, from established well-knowns to up-and-coming micro brands. Let's get into it. So first up we have the Casio Duro MDV-106-1A. It has a 44mm wide case, 200 meters of water resistance and comes in at £90, although cheaper deals can often be found. The watch has a steel case, rotating dive bezel, screw down crown and case back and comes on a flexible rubber strap. It has a plexiglass crystal, so it will be prone to scratching and also includes a date complication. The watch is powered by a quartz movement with battery life rated to around 3 years. The Duro has a lot going for it for the price. Traditional Submariner-esque looks, subtle aesthetics with its black dial and bezel, and a mix of case finishing. Plus we get the cool Marlin logo above 6, the iconic signature of the model line. The watch has a total dimension set of 44mm wide, 48mm lug to lug and 12mm of thickness. The 44mm diameter may be off-putting to some, but the relatively constrained lug to lug and 12mm of thickness will make this watch wear smaller than a regular 44mm. Overall, there's not much to dislike for less than £90. Next we have the Timex Habourside Coast, coming in with a 43mm case and 100 meters of water resistance for bang on £100. Like the Duro, the Harborside is also powered by a quartz movement, so again we can expect battery life of around 3 years. The case is again made from steel and features a mix of polished and brushed finishing. The timing bezel is also made from steel, with an aluminium insert. Unlike the Duro, this watch comes on a steel bracelet, again with a mix of polished and brushed finishing, and also features a deployant style clasp. It's worth noting that the polished center links will pick up a fair amount of scratches. The watch is available in 4 colour options, all of which feature a date complication and a decent amount of lume within the markers. The total dimension set comes in at 43mm wide, 51mm lug to lug, and 11mm thick. Overall, this watch makes a great entry point into steel bracelet dive watches. For the money, it looks good and it's pretty feature heavy. One point to note would be the 41mm lug to lug dimension. Combined with its 43mm diameter, this watch will wear large, especially on wrists below 6.5 inches. Its 11mm thickness will help this a touch, but there's no getting around the fact this will amount to a sizable wearing experience. Next up we have the Vostok Amphibia, with its 40mm case and 200 meters of water resistance for £115. This is the first watch in the list to get a mechanical movement. It's a 31 joule automatic winder with a 31-hour power reserve. Design-wise, the watch features an almost vintage aesthetic. There's something about it that feels a bit different, and I'm totally here for it. It also includes a rotating timing bezel with individual markings for the first 15 minutes and features a nice high polish finish. The watch comes on a rubber strap with pronounced bellows, somewhat reminiscent of the strap on a Panerai Luminor submersible. The 200 meters of water resistance is achieved with both a screw down crown and bolted caseback, both excellent for the price. The dial features a good amount of lume and also features a plexiglass crystal. Overall dimensions come in at 40mm wide, 48mm lug to lug, and 14.5mm thick, so this will wear well on the majority of wrists. Thickness is increased due to its mechanical movement, although it's not overly thick compared to the majority of dive watches out there. Overall, this is an intriguing watch due to its design. I really do quite like it, plus it's available in 6 different colourways. The fourth watch in our list is the Citizen ProMaster Dive Orca, with its 46mm case and 200 meters of water resistance for £329. This watch is one of the most iconic divers available for under £500 thanks to its unique Orca whale-inspired design. It's gained a unique following because of it. Its design definitely feels more utilitarian and aquatic, with its vibrant colour scheme and integrated rubber strap. The watch is rated to 200 meters of water resistance and features both a screw-down crown and caseback. We also get a date function. Its bezel is unidirectional with individual markings around to 20 minutes, which is somewhat unique. We have a total dimension set of 46mm wide, 50mm lug to lug and 14.2mm thick. Overall, this is a large watch, but in turn makes it extremely legible, especially in underwater situations. The lug to lug dimension of 50mm is on the larger side, but its lugs are short and curved to the wrist, so as long as you don't mind the 46mm diameter, it should wear quite well. Powering the Orca is a Citizen Eco Drive quartz, so accuracy and battery life are guaranteed. In at number 5 we have the Seiko Prospect SRP E93. coming in at 45mm wide, a water resistance of 200 meters and a price of £379. Sporting Seiko's iconic turtle case, the SRP E93 packs in an excellent feature set for the price. First off, the watch is powered by Seiko's trusty 4R36 automatic movement, featuring 24 joules, hacking seconds and a power reserve of 41 hours. Not only does it feature a date complication, but also the day of the week. Again, excellent for the price. The case is made from steel with an all brush finish and features a unidirectional dive bezel with individual markings for all 60 minutes. When it comes to size, we have a diameter of 45mm, a lug-to-lug of 47.7mm and a thickness of 13.4mm. Similar to the Citizen, even though this Seiko has a rather wide 45mm diameter, the lug-to-lug width makes the watch relatively short across the wrist. The thickness of 13.4mm is also competitive, especially as it features an automatic movement with day and date functions. As standard, the watch comes on a black rubber strap, again with Panerai style bellows, making for a great comfy fit. As a total package, the SRP E93 has a lot going for it, especially for the price. Iconic looks from an iconic brand, along with a heavily stacked feature set. What's not to like? Next up, we have the Lauer Neptune 4, featuring a 39mm diameter and 200 meters of water resistance for just over £400. What a delightful looking watch this is. If you've seen any of our previous videos, you'll know I'm a sucker for vintage inspired watches. This is 100% a bit of me. With a design harking back to early 50s skim divers, the Neptune 4 has a wonderfully simple, smart aesthetic. Made from steel, both the case and bracelet are simple and clean with a predominantly brushed finish. We get a clean rotating dive bezel with markings at 5-minute intervals. The bezel is also 120 click for improved accuracy. Powering the Neptune 4 is an automatic Miyota 9015 movement, so although not the most accurate in the world, it will be almost bulletproof and easy to service. The Neptune features strong blue lume for easy viewing in dark conditions and features a Hesselite plexiglass crystal. The overall dimensions come in at 39mm wide, 46mm lug-to-lug and 12.7mm thick, making it incredibly wearable on a wide variety of wrists. The watch really is feature packed, but for me its design is where it shines. This is a watch you can wear from the boardwalk to the boardroom and will always look fantastic. Yes, the plexiglass crystal will be prone to scratching, but nothing a polishing cloth won't sort. For less than £500, this watch definitely needs to be considered. At number 7 on the list, we have another entry from Seiko, with the SNJ025P1, or the Arnie. It's 48mm wide, has a water resistance of 200 meters and comes in at £420. This watch is another design icon, rising to fame on the wrist of Arnold Schwarzenegger in the film Predator. This is a no-nonsense utilitarian dive watch powered by Seiko's solar quartz technology, meaning it's super accurate and will likely last forever. We get both an analog and digital display, plenty of lume, and a rotating dive bezel with individual minute markings. Being half digital quartz, the watch features an alarm, calendar, and built-in LED light for easy reading. The case is constructed from a mix of steel and composite plastic, making it extremely tough, as well as featuring screw-down crowns to aid water resistance. When it comes to size, the Arnie measures 48mm across, has a lug-to-lug of 51.3mm and a thickness of 14.4mm. Again, this is no shrinking violet. You're going to notice it on your wrist. Would I wear it to a meeting? Probably not. But for outdoor adventures, not much comes close in regards to durability as this. In at number 8, we have the TSO Seamaster 1000, a 40mm watch with an impressive 300 meters of water resistance for £425. So far, this is the most expensive watch out of all the ones covered, and it's a quartz, which straight away some people won't like for the money. However, we have to remember other factors at play, specifically brand heritage, and in particular Swiss brand heritage. This is the first fully Swiss-made watch on the list. It's incredibly well made and finished for the money, as well as having classic dive watch looks. We get a case and bracelet all made from stainless steel with a mix of brushed and high polished surfaces. Again, like the Lauer, this watch will look the part in pretty much all scenarios. Whether you're in a t-shirt and shorts or a tux, this watch will just work. We have a screw down crown and case back to help achieve that excellent 300 meters of water resistance, and a PVD coated bezel that should help keep scratches at bay. The overall dimension set comes in at 40mm wide, a lug-to-lug of 46mm, and a thickness of just 10mm. Honestly, the wearability of this watch is nigh on perfect, especially that thickness of just 10mm. This might just be the best entry-level Swiss diver period, even if it is quartz powered. Phenomenal package. At number 9, we have the Baltic Aquas Classic, 39mm wide, 200 meters of water resistance, and £495. Now, it's no secret I'm a massive fan of this watch and Baltic as a brand in general. I own one. Baltic are a micro brand based out of France, and pound for pound I think they make some unbelievably compelling watches. The Aquascaf is another vintage inspired dive watch taking inspiration from watches like early Omega Seamasters. If I had to sum up this watch in one word, I'd say value. We get unbelievable fit, finish and construction, delightful design details and some incredible features for the money. For instance, the bezel is 120 click, loomed and sapphire capped. We rarely get all three of these features on watches under 10 grand. We get a screw down crown and case back helping to achieve 200 meters of water resistance and just phenomenal attention to detail on dial and case finishing. Powering the Aquas is a Miyota 9039 automatic movement with a 42-hour power reserve. Overall, the watch comes in at 39mm wide, 47mm lug to lug and 13mm thick. Basically, it's near perfect and would fit the majority of wrists. If you'd like to see our in-depth review of this watch, click on the pop-out banner above or follow the link in the description below. Finally, in at number 10, we have the Hudson 38 by Man. It's 38mm wide, has 300 meters of water resistance and comes in a fraction over £500 at 511. Man are another rising microbrand offering great designs and phenomenal build quality. The Hudson 38 takes its inspiration from early Rolex Submariners, right down to size and form factor. We have a 38mm case, 46mm lug to lug and 12mm of thickness, making it incredibly wearable. Some might feel 38mm is too small, but honestly it's almost perfect on the majority of wrists. We get a case and bracelet made from 316L stainless steel, sapphire crystal and a Swiss Solita automatic movement. The bezel is 120 click and features markings for all 60 minutes. We also get a variety of strap styles to choose from, although some do command a premium in terms of price. Overall, the Hudson is a delightful package and represents great value. Like the TSO, it's going to look spot on in all situations. It would make an almost perfect daily companion. So there we go, our list of 10 dive watch considerations for under £500. What are your thoughts and which do you think is the best? What other watches would you consider for the money? If you own any of the listed watches, please let us know your real world thoughts in the comments down below. If you like this video, please be sure to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss the next upload, and we'll catch you in the next video.